broody since sixth form. But I've got a flaky ovary, so I'm a bit conflicted, RE children. I don't want a man with baggage. I'm not Ryanair. And I can't be faffing about having someone I need to mother. Probably shouldn't put that on my profile. But quite frankly, anyone sad enough to sign up to this crap website probably won't care. Some of the blokes you get on here are so desperate that you could look at the profile picture at Rose West and they'd probably go, oh, I'll give it a chance. Oh, stop scrolling. Oh, it's pathetic. It was freezing this morning. I had to scrape windscreen. I've always liked first frost at year for some reason. And I never really think it's November till you can see your breath in the morning. Remind me that Christmas is looming. Oh, and the thought of spending another Christmas alone is about as enticing as cold toast. I have had a couple of dates off this site. There were one guy who seemed nice. Well, he was nice. So we agreed to have lunch in Wetherspoons by the station. He sent me a message saying he'd be wearing an autumnal shirt so that I could identify him. Autumnal? It were Guantanamo orange. I could spot him a mile off. He gave me a kiss on the cheek and he said I looked lovely, like I wouldn't be out of place in a rose garden. Yeah? He wouldn't have been out of place in a bowl of satsumas. Anyway, he was nice and it were going really well. It wasn't until he got off bar stool that I even noticed he were 4'10". It were a short date in every sense of the word. There was this other chap called Gray. Gray? That's unusual, I said. Well, he said, there's 50 shades to me. What do you do for a living? I said. This and that, he said in a sort of mock American Barry White type voice. Where are you from? I said. And this what clinched her. From here to eternity. Ooh, how mysterious, I said. Well, he leaned in at this point. I could smell his Paco Rabanne. I'm an enigma wrapped in a mystery. Some mystery. Took me about 5 minutes of Facebook stalking to discover that From Grey to Eternity was actually Nigel from Cannock, and the this and that he does was actually clearly shown in the 200 photos of him proudly stood next to the boilers he'd repaired. I don't think I can get serious with Barry White talking about thermostats. Oh, I'm just at outpatients waiting for Dad to get his catheter sorted. It's been in there over an hour. We'll be running late. They're all us late. Well, apart from if you're running late, then they're early. I've had to park a mile away and all because the department that he needs is in a temporary building because there's been a burst pipe. Urology. Closed because of water damage because of blocked pipes. I mean, you couldn't write it. Oh, I'm glad he's got an appointment. He's been having trouble for weeks. He never moans though. Oh, he says he's had years of training to be, strong and silent and just silently suffer and not complain. Oh, what from, Dad? Being in army? No, he says, being married to your mother. Which, I mean, is a joke in itself because they haven't been married for 20 years. Well, I mean, technically they have because they never got divorce sorted. That's just typical of Dad. Never finished the marriage, like he never finished the bathroom tiles or crazy paving. Mum sometimes still asks me to ask him to sort drive out. Mum, I say, you've been not together since turn of the century. He's not doing your drive. You need to get a man in. But she won't, because she's stubborn. That is not the principle, Julia. Your dad promised me he'd sort my drive out, and I will not have him letting me down. Let you down? He walked out on you, Mum. I think that horse has bolted. Oh. Thing with my mum is, she means well, but it comes across badly. She does what needs to be done, but when she's angry, she gets loud and unnecessarily violent, like really aggressive. And it always takes you as a surprise. A bit like a Dyson hand dryer. I hope they give him a new catheter. He's had no ends of problems since he's up. I mean, you wouldn't know he had it half at time. Apart from at Auntie Barbara's funeral when it burst. It were at wake just after Buffy. I mean, I don't think anyone would have known. But let's just say Uncle Jimmy definitely regretted putting his plate of sandwiches on the floor while he went to the bar. So I've been seeing this guy called Felipe. Nothing serious, just the odd sort of snatch of a date here and there on the odd evening. He's fun, but he's always in a rush to get home. And he says he lives alone, so I can't quite make head nor tail of that. We went to National Trust a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't heard out since, and he's not replying to any of my messages. So I guess that's good night Vienna then. Tanya at work despairs of me. She says, "What do you even want in a relationship, Julia? What is your kind of ideal couple?" Well, I think a Malibu and a kebab go quite nicely, I said. She doesn't really go for these dating apps, doesn't Tanya? "You are wasting your life, Julia," she says. Which is rich coming from her, seeing as though all the hours of her life she's wasted scrolling through house sales on Rightmove. "I know what I want," I said. "I just haven't found him yet." "You need to be more liberal and open-minded," she says, "like me." Liberal and open-minded? Tanya thinks she's bloody avant-garde because she wears a thumb ring and her postman's Nigerian. Oh, here comes my dad now. You know, I think I'll stay single. I mean, my dad were married for years and he were never happy. Look at him now, a man in the autumn years of his life, and I think, what's he got to show for it? A dicky bladder, a failed divorce, and a yearning for grandchildren. He has got good feet though.